Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it here. This is James White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Check 53. Check back. What's the
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, That's what all the guys are looking for.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 69 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Allen now on the sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now it's Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go, D. Wide, get wide. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Let's go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 23 yards, the final tally. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Go!
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31 and 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Allen's throw is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, it's Darnold. This one caught by Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
46 to Mike, 46. Check.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He completes it to Jones. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so, And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the glass. 49. 80. Keep it up.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll run on 1st down. White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
53 is the mic. Come on, baby.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New York.
He's coming. We got double up. No, 80.
On 1st down, Grant. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go back to Grant. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch 61, matchbox light.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, it's Grant. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Allen now going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Switch! Switch! Hey, ready? Hey, orbit! Lady!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. On second down, they'll run with White. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be third down. Now Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
5 wide.
And here's Allen throwing again. Being chased out left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An explosive 38-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath him.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, let go. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 43.
Now it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Check, Lucky. You draw perfect. Check, nickel. Yo, 80. 5. 49 to Mike. 49 to Set.
Darnold now to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report changed?
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and it...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Let's go, baby.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, exit.
46, boys.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And a dump off to White. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Bravo.
Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Darnold to throw again. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.